We are private equity pioneers with purpose. Purpose built for the growth markets we know intimately and for our investors and partner companies. We have a long history in the countries and regions that are reshaping the world economy.
These are the markets where the demand for all types of services and products is increasing.
Each of these markets, individually and collectively, provide phenomenal investment opportunity to make fantastic returns for investors.
We've taken global best practice, we've adapted it to local norms, and we've come up with a set of solutions that we think best suit the markets in which we operate. Our track record speaks for itself, that obviously we have done that right. And I think over time, what we have realized is that we've developed the self-confidence to know what works and what doesn't work. And that's really been the mantra that's defined our firm going forward.
We are immersed in market dynamics, cultural nuances, connected to the businesses and institutions that matter. Having local teams embedded in our markets, that is the only way to capture true value.
We pay a lot of attention in building relationships that are long-lasting with the management and the entrepreneurs behind these companies.
Our investment process is tried, tested, and robust. We apply global standards to each and every investment, adapting our approach to local market realities.
There's a whole shift change happening in Africa. Enormous growth in every sector. It's across the board. The issue is finding the right people to back.
If you look at Latin America today, you'll have seen over the past few years that within the emerging markets, Latin America has been a rising star. The region as a whole is a very politically stable region, which to some extent differentiates it as well from other emerging markets.
The strategy for the MENA region is to focus on sourcing the proprietary deals through our local network and then being able to develop the value creation plan that can then help us create the returns.
We are very strong and present in India. We are active and look to build businesses and grow businesses. These partner companies we invest in beyond just their domestic countries. Southeast Asia certainly is seeing a lot of growth and ascendancy in terms of the opportunity it presents for private equity.
Looking at Turkey, it's a country of 75 million people. Average growth in the last 20 years is 5%. Average age is 27. It is one of the best regulated economies in the region, so it makes it a very attractive destination for private equity.
Investing in these markets is not easy. It requires being present on the ground. It requires local connectivity and knowledge, coupled with global capability and expertise.
If you are committed to a specific geography, your ability to be connected to stakeholders in that geography, your ability to originate deals, to know the policymakers, to be able to carry the Abraaj flag and be an ambassador to the firm is key, because at the end of the day, the investments we source are largely proprietary investments as a result of our networks on the ground.
We attract the best talent and nurture an environment where they can thrive.
Highly professional, very well trained, very passionate about what they do and why they do it. And that passion will come through, but it will also be grounded.
Each one of us believes in a collaborative culture and true partnership with all stakeholders.
As we work with these companies, we have to follow a broader stakeholder approach. We're working in communities that need to be involved for these businesses to succeed.
The way we work helps our partner companies thrive within and across borders.
We take a company that's doing well in one country and build it up across different countries, maybe through M&A activity or through organic growth.
We reduce risk, not just manage it, in each investment, each fund, and across the group.
If you have the right culture, right people, right training, right values inducted in them, you minimize risk.
Principled, pragmatic, proactive, our approach is built for growth markets. We are honored that for more than a decade, some of the world's most demanding institutions have entrusted us to manage their capital, and proud that we continue to outperform industry benchmarks. We are disciplined investors with a difference. How we source, grow, and monetize our investments is unique. We look for the best assets, those with a desire to become market leaders.
The key fundamental over here is alignment. We identify good promoters who want to bring in a partner who will not just inject capital, but importantly will inject know-how.
It's a philosophy that has sustained us from our very first investment, Aramex, to our most recent, Fan Milk. A true partnership with investors means going beyond the expected. We must deliver consistent, high-quality returns, but we want to go further, to deepen our relationships, to build for the long term. That's why we share intelligence and open up our network, globally and locally.
Our connectivity with our investor universe is second to none in the industry. We learn from them how their priorities are changing, how their view on the investment environment in their own locale is shaping their thinking and the thinking of their companies.
Our values mean value for the businesses in which we invest and wider society.
ESG is not a separate point in the discussion in the investment thesis. ESG is integrated into the investment decision.
The entrepreneurs that we're investing with, every single one of them is having a profound impact. It strengthens the private sector, it allows for diversification, and most importantly, it allows for local entrepreneurs to get capital to build strong local businesses.
I expect Abraaj to be the most relevant private equity investor operating in global growth markets.
The sheer force of development is what will make these markets grow. And it's extremely exciting to be a part of that right now.
Abraaj, a next generation firm for the next generation of growth markets.